In the vast, rapidly expanding world of artificial intelligence, one company has quietly become the beating heart of the open-source AI movement. It doesn't have billion-dollar Microsoft deals. It doesn't run viral chatbots like ChatGPT, but it powers thousands of them. Its name? Hugging Face. A name that sounds more like a sticker pack than a software revolution. Yet it has become one of the most influential forces shaping the future of machine learning. But what exactly is Hugging Face? Why is it called the GitHub of AI? And how did it go from a chatbot startup to the core infrastructure layer of modern artificial intelligence? Let's explore the story of Hugging Face, the vision behind it, and why its impact might be bigger than you think. The origins: a chatbot for teens. In 2016, Hugging Face launched as a chatbot company. Yes, a chatbot for teenagers. It was playful, quirky, and used machine learning to generate fun, personality-driven replies. The company was founded by Clément Delong, CEO, Julien Chaumond, CTO, and Thomas Wolfe, Chief Science Officer. But as they built their chatbot, they realized something deeper. The real value wasn't the product, it was the tools they were building. The team open-sourced their natural language processing, NLP, models and tools, especially their transformer-based models. And something unexpected happened. Researchers started using them, then developers, then startups. Soon, Hugging Face wasn't a chatbot company anymore. It was the cloud platform that everyone in AI was using. Transformers, the tipping point. The turning point came in 2019, when Hugging Face released the Transformers library. It provided a simple way to use the most powerful NLP models in the world, like BERT, GPT-2, Roboter, and T5, with just a few lines of code. Suddenly, tasks that used to require PhDs and infrastructure became accessible to any developer with a laptop. The open-source community exploded. Today, the Transformers library has millions of downloads every month. It's used by Google and Facebook, Microsoft, and countless AI startups. In the same way GitHub became the home for code, Hugging Face became the home for models. Not just language models, but vision, audio, speech, and even reinforcement learning. The hub. GitHub meets AI. At the core of Hugging Face is the Transformer Model Hub, a massive repository where developers can upload, share, and version machine learning models. It supports every major framework: PyTorch, TensorFlow, JAX. There are over 500,000 models and datasets hosted on the platform. From open-source versions of GPT to speech-to-text systems to multilingual sentiment classifiers, it's all there. You can browse them like apps, fork them, fine-tune them, deploy them. This accessibility has made Hugging Face the backbone of AI experimentation. Startups use it to build prototypes. Enterprises use it to evaluate alternatives. Researchers use it to collaborate globally. Faces, the demo playground. In 2021, Hugging Face launched. Faces, a feature that lets users deploy machine learning apps with just a few clicks. Built on tools like Gradio and Streamlit, Spaces allow anyone to test, share, and demo models interactively. Want to build a real-time text classifier, a face recognition demo, a chatbot? Spaces makes it possible. with no DevOps needed. This turned Hugging Face into more than just a storage platform. It became a stage where models meet the world, the culture of openness. What truly sets Hugging Face apart isn't just its tech stack, it's its ethos. While big tech companies guard their models, datasets, and techniques behind paywalls, Hugging Face does the opposite. They release, they document, they collaborate. They publish model cards that explain limitations, risks, and biases. They push for AI transparency, reproducibility, and ethics. They support multilingual models, underrepresented languages, and diverse research efforts. Their CEO, Clément Delongue, frequently emphasizes open science is better science. This philosophy has earned them trust, from academia to industry to policy circles. Why the name Hugging Face? Believe it or not, the name comes from the hugging face emoji. It was chosen as a playful, human-centered contrast to the often cold and robotic world of AI. The founders wanted to build an AI company that felt friendly, transparent, and collaborative. And somehow, that emoji became a brand, a symbol of community-powered machine learning. It reminds people that behind every model is a person. Funding and business model. Despite being open source, Hugging Face is a well-funded company. They've raised hundreds of millions from the top investors, including Sequoia, Lux Capital, and Coatue. Their business model: hosting and inference for enterprise-scale models, private hubs for teams, API access and training infrastructure, consulting and support for Fortune 500 companies. They support both the idealism of open source and the pragmatism of enterprise. This balance allows them to fund innovation while staying true to their community roots. Hugging Face versus OpenAI. While OpenAI builds and controls one major model, GPT-4, Hugging Face D enables access to thousands. It's not a product, it's a platform. Where OpenAI is closed and vertically integrated, Hugging Face is open and horizontal. In fact, Hugging Face often hosts open alternatives to closed models. Bloom, Falcon, Mistral, Llama, T5, they're all there. This has made Hugging Face the default destination for anyone building agents outside the walled gardens. It's not just an alternative, it's infrastructure. The future of Hugging Face. Hugging Face is now working on hosting tools for RLHF, reinforcement learning from human feedback, training large open models, big science, Bloom, collaborative datasets and benchmarks, expanding their offerings for vision, speech, and multimodal learning, pioneering standards for ethical model sharing. Their vision: make the entire stack of machine learning, from data to deployment, transparent, collaborative, and open. Not just for developers, for everyone. Sit there. So what is Hugging Face? It's not just the GitHub of AI, it's the soul of OpenAI. It's where ideas become models, models become tools, and tools become global knowledge. In a world dominated by black box systems, Hugging Face is a window. And behind that window is a community, a mission, and a Hugging Face emoji, reminding us that the future of AI doesn't have to be cold. It can be open, it can be human, and it can be shared. Global impact. AI for the rest of the world. Hugging Face isn't just about building better models. It's about democratizing access. In regions where access to powerful AI tools is limited by paywalls or regulation, Hugging Face opens doors. In Kenya, researchers use open-source models to build voice interfaces in Swahili. In India, developers fine-tune transformers on regional languages like Tamil and Telugu. In South America, civic tech groups use Hugging Face models for misinformation detection during elections. By making state-of-the-art tools available with a single pip install, Hugging Face levels the playing field. It's not charity, it's architecture for equitable progress. Industry validation and collaborations. Top institutions rely on Hugging Face daily. NASA partnered with them to build open climate models. Meta, Google, and Amazon use the platform to test, publish, or benchmark research. Healthcare startups use it for medical text classification. Banks use it for fraud detection. Journalists use it for document summarization. This breadth isn't accidental. It's the result of years building trust. Technical, ethical, and cultural. Expert opinions, why it matters. AI researcher and author Dr. Margaret Mitchell said, Hugging Face is setting the standard for responsible AI deployment. Jan LeCun, chief AI scientist at Meta, frequently praises the value of open models and often points to Hugging Face as the most important hub for distribution. Meanwhile, companies like Stability AI and Eleuther AI rely on Hugging Face to host and scale their models to millions. In a time of AI hype, Hugging Face provides clarity. In a time of corporate control, it provides choice. The future is community-built. As AI moves toward multimodal models, personalized assistants, and agents that reason and act, Hugging Face is laying the foundation. They're not chasing the spotlight, they're building the wiring behind the walls. And they're doing it the only way real infrastructure gets built. Slowly, openly, together. So yes, Hugging Face is the GitHub of AI. But it's more than that. It's where students upload their first model, where nonprofits build in their native language, where researchers collaborate across continents. It's proof that you don't have to choose between innovation and openness. And as the AI revolution continues to unfold, one thing it is clear. Not all heroes wear lab coats. Some wear Hugging Face emojis and push to make AI not just powerful, but shared for the many, not just the few.